gods fall, there will always be another to stand against you. They will fall as well.
More important than pain is the impulse that's rising within me.
Now comes the country which is the epicenter of all Abrahmic religions. The country which has thousands of layers of complex history lies within. Israel, the most controversial place ever to exist in this dark age. Israel is a country which has seen more war than peace, more genocides than birth, more hatred in the name of religion than a peaceful coexistence. Despite Israel being the origin place of Judaism and Christianity, and even a holy site for Muslims, there has always been war in the name of religion in that land. Why so? Why only Israel? Is it the land or is it the people of that region? Is it a mere coincidence that Israel is the origin of Abrahamic religions and yet it has seen the persecution of Jews for more than 2000 years? Why does it even matter to ask such questions when the only goal we have is to find Israel's Vedic connection? Well, by the time the Israel series will end, everyone will be in major shock all over the world. But before giving any statement, let us begin with the pre-Abrahamic history of Israel. First of all, know that the more we dive into ancient history, the lesser or fragmented data we have. The same way we don't have much information about the origin of Judaism to begin with, nor do we have much clearer information about ancient Israel compared to other ancient nations. But still, the available information is enough to completely prove the fact that Judaism had originated from Vedic culture. If we manage to prove that Israel had an ancient Vedic culture, we can literally shake off the foundation pillars of Abrahamic religion. Information you are about to get is quite complex. So even if you are not able to understand, just stick to the conclusion at the end. Pre-Jewish Canaanite religion has Vedic gods and names. Pre-Jewish Canaanite religion was followed by ancient Semitic religions living in the ancient Levant, modern regions of Israel, the West Bank, Gaza Strip, Lebanon, Jordan and Syria, between early Bronze Age 3000 BCE till 1st century of Common Era. Canaanite goddess Astarte is shown on a seat and has her feet on the ground. She holds two snakes aloft over the heads of two horses. Below her feet are skulls, similar to Kali. Her name is the second name in an energy chant sometimes used in Wicca: Isis, Astarte, Dinah, Hecate, Demeter, Kali, Inanna. We can notice the statue of her Tirit on the left, with a Vedic tilak in the center of her forehead. See the above Ereshkigal or Ishtar statue, which is 3,200 years old. She is the Assyrian and Babylonian goddess of fertility, love, war, and sex, and is the counterpart to the Sumerian Inanna, and is the cognate for the northwest Semitic Aramean goddess Astarte. We can notice the eagle features, including sharp nose, wings on back, claws etc. Vedic god or carrier bird of Lord Vishnu, Garuda is actually a powerful eagle and has been represented in many Puranas as a warrior who kills serpents and removes their venom. There is an entire Purana, Garuda Purana, dedicated to him, written as a conversation between Garuda and Lord Vishnu about the soul's journey after death and before the next birth. Dagon, god of fish, god of crop fertility, father of Hadad, is shown as part man-fish, like a centaur, and this fish god adaptation looks to be from Lord Vishnu's first avatar, Matsya avatar. Canaanite goddess of fertility, Lachma has a name similar to goddess Lakshmi, Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth and prosperity in Vedic tradition. Near Zion, Jerusalem, Canaanites built a temple for Lachma thousands of years before Hebrews arrived there. The town of Beit Lachma, house of Lachma, became Bethlehem. Lakshmi is referred to as Lakshmi or Lashama in local Indian languages of the south. Canaan is referred to in Amarna letters as Kinu, while other sources of the Egyptian New Kingdom mention numerous military campaigns conducted in a place called Kanana. All these ancient names are coordinates to the name Kana, Kanha, which is other name of Lord Krishna. Jewish encyclopedia, referring to the writing of Clearchus of Soli, who is the disciple of Aristotle and wrote extensively around 320 BCE on Eastern cultures, states that Aristotle was of the view that the Hebrews were descendants of the Indian philosophers. In his first book on sleep he relates to Aristotle, his master, that he had a discourse with a Jew, and his own account was that what this Jew said merited admiration and showed philosophical erudition. To speak of the race first, the man was a Jew by birth and came from Coelesyria, Palestine. These Jews are derived from the philosophers of India. In India the philosophers call themselves Kalani, and in Syria Jews, taking their name from the country they inhabit, which is Judea. The name of their capital is rather difficult to pronounce, they call it Jerusalem. There are many traditions similar between Judaism and Hinduism, especially the marriage ceremony. Pre-Jewish Canaanite religion is very much connected to and derived from Vedic traditions. Jews are called as Yudu in ancient India, and this word derived from Yadav, who were descendants of Lord Krishna and expectedly were cattle herdsmen, including Jesus Christ. They must have slowly moved towards west after Krishna's era ended, and most Yadavs killed by fighting among themselves in 3102 BCE. Jewish Star of David symbol is Vedic Anhata, heart chakra among the 7 chakras defined in human body which are invisible to naked eye. Anhata is the 4th chakra. In Sanskrit, Anhata means unheard, unstruck and unbeaten. Anhata Nad refers to the Vedic concept of unstruck sound, the sound of the celestial realm. Ananhata is associated with a calm, serene sound devoid of violence. It symbolizes love, empathy, selflessness and devotion. The center of force inspires humans to love, be compassionate, altruistic and devoted, and to accept divine actions. This tradition of chakras and symbols have been used in ancient Vedic Yoga, Sakta and Buddhist Tantric traditions. This chakra is said to be placed in the center of our chest, between breasts on the spine. Anhata is represented by a smoke gray lotus flower with 12 petals. Inside is a smoke-colored region made from the intersection of 2 triangles, creating a Shatkona, hexagram having 6 angles. Shat equals 6, Kona equals angle. The Shatkona is a symbol used in Hindu yantra, representing the union of the masculine and feminine. Specifically, it is meant to represent Purusha, the supreme being, and Prakriti, Mother Nature, and is often represented by Shiva and Shakti. The deity of this area is Vayu, who is smoke-colored and 4-armed, holding a kusher and riding an antelope, the chakra's animal. Jewish Star of David symbol. The Star of David, known in Hebrew as the Shield of David or Magen David, is a generally recognized symbol of modern Jewish identity and Judaism, but it is not and was never a uniquely Jewish symbol. It is similar to above Shatkona, hexagram, made by a compound of 2 equilateral triangles. Only from the 19th century, it was used widely to imitate the influence of Christian cross symbols. Prior to that, it was used as an ornament or decorative motif. There is a stone bearing a hexagram from the arch of a 3rd-4th century synagogue in the Galilee. The name, Shield of David, was used by at least the 11th century as a title of the God of Israel, independent of the use of the symbol. The phrase occurs independently as a divine title in the Siddur, the traditional Jewish prayer book, where it poetically refers to the divine protection of ancient King David and the anticipated restoration of his dynastic house. No shape was mentioned. Hexagram symbol in traditional Indian Rangoli. Indians have been practicing the art of Rangoli since Vedic times, and women decorate houses with colorful shapes and designs of powder during festivals. Hexagram, Shatkona, has been part of the Rangoli tradition, and it is also seen in the design of many Vedic yantras. The best example is Sri Yantra Chakra, which has multiple layers of triangles.
Nós lutamos pela glória de Deus e nós vencemos pela força